How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Prime Energon, and today we're going to be taking a look at another Studio Series 86 Autobot Ratchet from Transformers the movie. Just picked this guy up at my local Walmart, and I think the price at Walmart is better than the price that you would see on Amazon, just because Amazon tends to hike up the prices for some odd reason. And I was able to get this at a reasonable price. This is, Voyager class, $34 at Walmart. So we're going to be taking a look at Ratchet from the Studio Series 86. So let's go ahead and put him aside and take a look at the box right here. Some nice artwork of Ratchet, Studio Series 86. You get some nice artwork over here. He is a Voyager class. And then on the back, you get some nice content of Ratchet in robot mode and in his ambulance mode. And then over here, some more Ratchet on. Then some stuff at the bottom. Transformers, the movie up top. So taking a look at Ratchet right here in all of his glory. He actually looks really good. I don't know why they keep going with this transparent plastic for the windows and the chest. I would have preferred this to be, that regular blue plastic that they've been using on a lot of the Studio Series, just to make it look a little bit better, but it is what it is. They also changed up the symbols over here on the arms. Instead of being the red cross or whatever, they decided to go for a different look with the Autobot insignia and a different type of hospital kind of cross or whatever. And taking a look at everything, his head sculpt actually looks really nice with this crest. Looks really good, and it is a full head sculpt. There's no hollowness on the back, so that's really nice. You got some nice silver for the face and some nice light blue for the eyes. Taking a look at the chest, cleans up pretty nicely. You can see in there a little bit. You get your nice Autobot logo right there in the middle, which is done really nice. Taking a look at the arms, nicely sculpted. This is pretty much the exact same mold as the Studio Series 86 Ironhide. It's just done in white. A little bit of hollowness right here on the arms with the mushroom pegs, but you don't really see it from the front or from the sides. Taking a look at the arms again, some nice detail. Some nice red hands painted. So that is pretty good. We'll take a look at the weapons in a little bit. And yeah, nice painted hands. Taking a look at the skirt and the crotch, done in a red plastic. Again, nicely done. A little bit different than Ironhides as well as far as design goes. And then going on over to the legs, looking really good with that white. Again, I would have preferred a little bit more silver or something, just to highlight areas, because all of this just tends to get lost in the white plastic. And then over here on the side, everything tends to clean up pretty well with the windows. They don't really snap in here all too well. There is a tab that goes into this area right here. You sort of got to push on it, but it does tend to come out pretty easily. Taking a look at the feet, again, done nicely well. Everything tends to fold up quite nicely. And then going on over to the back, you do have your lights for your ambulance mode pretty loosely on here. I don't know why they made these separate. You can pretty much put these on Ironhide if you wanted to, or just glue these on. That way you don't lose them, because they are pretty loose when they're on the figure, so I wouldn't want to lose them or anything. Taking a look at the back right here, cleans up pretty nicely as well. You do get some hollowness on the bottom of the arms, or on the back of the arms. That's due to transformation. The wrists tend to fold in. So yeah, other than that, he looks fantastic. I would like to have seen a little bit more silver on this guy, a little bit more color rather than just the white. That way things don't look too plain. And you do get the red hands, the red skirt, and the red over here on the cross. But other than that, he looks like Ratchet. This is an official, really nice G1 Ratchet, and I think they did a pretty good job. Again, I wish they could get away from this clear, transparent plastic that they've been using, and overall he looks pretty darn good. So going on over articulation, head is on a ball joint, can't look up that much, and can look all the way down due to transformation. There is a hinge in there, And you do get a little bit of side to side movement. Head can go all the way around, so that's really nice. Arms can go all the way out, and you get some nice filler right here on the arms as well, so that's pretty good. They can go all the way around. You get a nice rotation up here at the upper arm. Bicep curl exactly 90 degrees, and it can bend backwards again due to transformation if you want that. On there you get a full waist rotation, so that's really nice. And the skirt can come up, so you get a good range of motion. But then again, look at that. There was no blocker piece right here to keep these legs from coming out, so that is kind of unfortunate. They can kick back that far. He can do the splits, so that is a good thing. I'm sure if you wanted to, you probably could cut this side skirt and then maybe, I don't know, attach it to that part so the legs won't come out. That requires a lot of work though. You get a thigh rotation, 90 degree bend at the knee, and then you also get some nice foot movements. They can come in and out again due to transformation. Some ankle tiltage, and that is pretty much it for that. So taking a look at accessories, he does come with the exact same blasters that you got with Studio Series 86 Ironhide, done in a black plastic but painted in silver. You get 2 of them, so that's nice. You can have them in his hands if you want to do that for that look. And if you want to store them away, you get these 2 ports on the back that you can just plug them into the back right here, and it is a little bit of a tight fit, but once you get them in there, you do have storage for the weapons if you do not want him holding them, so that is quite nice. So as far as comparisons go, here is Ratchet in all his glory, and here is the Studio Series 86 Hot Rod. So very nicely scaled when it comes down to that. The buzzworthy Bumblebee Origins Jazz as far as scaling goes, so it looks really good together. Here is the Studio Series 86 Brawn, and here is the Studio Series 86 Ironhide. Again, as you can see, exact same mold, just different colors and, you know, coloration, and of course the head sculpt is different for these 2 guys. And here he is up against the Bumblebee movie Ironhide. So you get this version of Ironhide, and then you get the actual G1 version of Ironhide. So again, really cool. Very good scaling, and he does look really nice. He's got the bulk to him. He looks the part of Ratchet. So going on over to the transformation, actually pretty simple to transform. You're pretty much going to knock the wrist in and make sure they just set like so, and then you're going to come on over to the chest area and extend this part out, and then you're going to want to extend these little pieces, the side windows, just rotate these around, and then you're going to knock the head in to the chest area just like that, and then start closing everything off. Then right here you're going to detach from the waist and swivel this all the way around. And then you're going to want to rotate, not at the waist, but at this joint right here, to bring everything around fully 180 to where the front is now facing the back. And then now you can start to close everything up when it comes down to that. And then you're going to want to just sort of snap everything just like so. The bumper is going to close on the front, and then now we could come on over to the arms. So these are pretty much going to detach right here, and then bring them all the way to the back, and then now you can sort of raise them up on this joint to where you got the arms looking like this, fist pointing down. Unclick this one, bring it around, and then raise this up, and then you're going to get this little tab that's going to go into a notch on the other side of the forearm, and just snap that into place. And we could leave that looking like this for now. Now for the legs, just want to make sure that this does snap into place, and then you get some tabs right here for the bottom of the legs that are going to snap into place. And then now we could go ahead and start unfolding all of this, which is the side part of the ambulance mode, and start bringing all of this up and just sort of bend the legs to where they're even. And then now we could go ahead and snap all of this together. You get some clear tabs right here that I do not like, just because they are hooked and they're supposed to go right above this little hinge joint right there. So that's kind of annoying to try to fit in there. But once you get it in there, it's not going anywhere. You just sort of got to play with it a little bit. Bring this out, flip up the window, and make sure the legs stay together. And then just snap this into place. And make sure all of this stuff just comes right nicely up top. Just like that. Try to squeeze everything together. And we are almost there when it comes down to that. Now for the feet, you're just going to want to hinge these out. Just like so. Flip open the window. And all of this is on a double hinge. So you're going to want to flip these front panels up. Just like so, and then bring all of this out, as you can see right there, and then start closing this in on each other. And then you're going to get some tabs right here. They're going to go right into the bottom of the hands. Snap that into place. Do the same thing over here. Bring this up, and then just sort of slide that into place, and then snap this together. And then now coming on over to the back, you're going to want to make sure that you get this tab is going to underhook right here on the back bumper. Squeeze everything together and then start closing all that up. And there you go for Studio Series 86 Ratchet in his ambulance mode. And it looks a little bit plain in my opinion. I kind of wish they would have done the red stripe going along the side. And I guess you could do that yourself if you wanted to, but very, very plain vehicle mode. And taking a look at the front for the detail, Autobot symbol right there in the middle. Some nice silver for the bumper and the lights. But then that's pretty much it. The wheels are nicely done. They are on pegs, so they roll around really, really nicely. This thing rolls around like a dream. And the wheels and the tires actually look really good. On the back, no silver for the bumper and no blue for the window. Again, looks very, very plain. This is how it looks at the bottom. And this is how it looks at the top. And I would say that the paint separation on this is a lot better than Ironhide's with that white. Ironhide was just a huge mess when it came down to that color separation from the clear plastic and the actual red plastic. So here he is side by side next to Ironhide, and as you can see, the front of vehicle mode pretty much identical other than the coloration. And that goes going on over to the side again, exactly the same mold, exactly the same tires, but as you can see, the paint differences on Ironhide. You get this lighter plastic red, you get this darker plastic red, glossy, you get this painted red, which actually has a little bit of that blue shining through from the actual glass or the plastic. So I think he looks better in some ways, but then as you turn around to the rear end, Ironhide has that silver bumper while Ratchet does not. And I think they could have at least done that. You could probably just paint this on your own, but it is what it is. And you could actually take these light bar off if you wanted to and put it onto Ironhide if you wanted to as well, to give him the light bar up top. And actually does not look too bad, but you can do that if you wanted to, just to spice things up a little bit, you know. But they do go on Ratchet quite well. You can see through the window on both of them. And yeah, for the most part, it looks okay. Just would have liked a little bit more paint on here with that red stripe going across, just to give you more of a, you know, emergency ambulance look to it. Now, as far as weapon storage, you get these 2 square pegs on the back that the guns are going to peg into. And this will also act as his mufflers to have him sticking out of the rear end just like so. And he still will roll around quite nicely. And this one kind of dragging a little bit. Just got to move the legs there. There we go. But yeah, there you go. You got Ratchet and you got Ironhide from the Studio Series 86 movie lineup. And for the most part, I think he looks pretty good. Like I said, a little bit more paint app would have been just a lot better with some red on here just to give it more of a pop. You know, there's no paint in vehicle form other than just this silver over here. It just looks white and plain, but it is what it is. We finally got a 86 Ratchet. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. I wish you all a happy holidays, a happy new year, and hopefully you guys are safe out there for the new year. Peace.